Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name's David, and this is a magic book review. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys for spending some time with me. It's Friday. It is Friday, and that's good, right? It's good because we get to take a look at a magic book. Not only do I review magic tricks, both the latest and the greatest, and playing cards, and we do giveaways every single month, but I also take some time to look at magic books. I love magic books. That is how I learned magic. And today's magic book includes history, which is so important for us because we need to remember that we all stand on the shoulders of giants. But it's not just history. There's tons of magic inside this. Close-up, parlor, stage, tons of stuff. Cards, everything. Everything you could think of is jam-packed in this 5-pound book. It is really heavy. 5 pounds. It is 5 pounds of knowledge. This is Max Malini, King of Magicians and Magician of Kings. Now, if you don't know who Max Malini is, Steve Cohen, who's our author, included a page of quotes from other magicians, okay? So I want to read to you other magicians. This is what other magicians have said. So before I say anything, before Steve Cohen says anything, what do some of your heroes say about Max Malini? T. Nelson Downs says, I would give every trick that I know in magic if I could create the effect that Malini does when vanishing a $50. Howard Thurston says, Max Malini is the magician's magician. He performs his feats for clubs for more or less private gatherings. Harry Keller says, magnificent. His card tricks are simply superb. Harry Houdini said, he is the prince of close-up magicians. Di Vernon says, when I started, I had 2 idols, Malini and Ledspig. I liked them because they didn't use any visible props. They could pick up anything and do tricks with them. So that right there should be enough of a endorsement for a book like this. What is this massive book all about? Well, first of all, it's written by Steve Cohen. And if you don't know, he has delighted and mystified audiences all over the world. He's got a long-running show called Chamber Magic, which is in New York, and it's one of the best reviewed shows. And it's also a really cool secret and must-see. The book itself is very well made. It's a large format cloth-bound book. It's 8 by 10. It has a period-style sewn cloth binding with gold stamped foil. And like I said, each copy weighs 5 pounds. That means there's 500 pages. 500 pages, over 200 photographs. What are you gonna learn? Magic, right? You're gonna learn magic. It's the biggest portion of this book. 95 Malini tricks and methods. You're gonna learn his famous block of ice production and his version of the blindfolded card stab, plus his own methods of card control, forcing, and palming, as well as a lengthy discussion of the Malini egg bag and the button biting trick that made him famous. This is your all-encompassing magic book for Max Malini. But it's more than that. It's more than just magic. Steve is going to give you his new insight into Malini's presentations, his personality, and explain why all these factors made him famous, not to mention that the book starts and stops with the most extensive and revealing look at Malini's life. Cohen's meticulous research has uncovered dozens of unknown stories and photographs that reveal the entire breadth of Malini's role in the early 20th century, and scattered about on every page are photographs, sketches, autographs, documents, many from David Copperfield's own private museum. You know, Max Malini circled the globe 8 times. He entertained kings, emperors, czars, and presidents, and you'll read all about his trips to India, South America, and Australia. And by the end of it, you'll agree the man was a legend and well ahead of his times. And the book draws its inspiration from its author. Steve Cohen talks about how he just felt a kinship with Max Malini, being of similar nationality, similar upbringing, and locale, talks about their love for magic. And Steve says now his show, Chamber Magic, is really based a lot on Max Malini's own style and some of his tricks. And so when you get into the trick portion, you kind of leave the realm of history, even though there's some still scattered pictures and things about Malini. You're going to get all new photographs from Steve Cohen. So Steve Cohen maps these tricks out. So not only are you getting the trick itself from Max Malini, but you're getting Steve's insight and his modern presentation. So they're not going to read, these are not the old instructions. Like, these aren't things that Max Malini wrote. This is Steve Cohen's words, okay? He maps out these tricks. He uses his own updated photographs. So these 95 tricks, they're not like outdated tricks that you're like, oh, I would never do this trick. That's not what they are. These are adapted and well thought out. Plus, like I was saying, that is the bulk. Like, I originally thought when I picked this up that I was like, oh, I bet this is just a bunch of history, and then they're just going to throw some, copies of magic in there. But in truth, the history part is only like maybe a quarter of the book at the very beginning, and then another quarter at the end. The massive middle is all magic. So, whereas I think some books are either one or the other, right? They're usually all magic or they're all history. This is a wonderful combination of both. And so it's wonderful to have this as a legacy volume on your mantle. Now, what's up with the red cloth cover? Because in the trailer, the cover's blue. And on some retail sites, you might still see the blue picture. Why is my cover red? Well, it's a reprint. So there were some minor corrections and some updates and additions, as well as the new cover, but it doesn't vary that much from the other. So if you have the blue, don't feel like you have to rush out and get the red. You're fine. You're golden. So where can you pick this book up? You can find it at hocus-pocus.com for $125. $125 for a 5-pound book, hardback, cloth sewn cover, 95 tricks. That's a really good book, considering you're going to not only enjoy reading it, right? You'll just enjoy reading it because of all the history, but you'll also enjoy learning from it as well, especially if you're into parlor and stage, right? Because that's Steve Cohen's area of expertise, as well as Max Malini's expertise, yes, but it's a fun read, and Steve Cohen has a great voice. And don't forget to go see Chamber Magic while you're in New York City. Big, huge thanks to Hocus-Pocus for allowing me to have this so I could do the review for you. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hey, would you like to learn a magic trick? You would? Did you know I have a second channel? That's right. I have a second channel where I teach beginning level magic tricks. Magic Channel Card Tricks is a place that you can go to learn tricks with ordinary items you can find around the house. Paper clips, rubber bands, pens, and of course, decks of cards. I teach beginning level card tricks, simple card tricks, simple card forces that anybody could learn. I also review magic kits. So if you go buy a magic kit from the store, your local Walmart or Target, or you get a magic kit for Christmas, I'll go over exactly what's inside. And I'll even teach you how to perform with some of those tricks that you get inside those kits. Plus, I'm even gonna give you video instruction to very simple, very inexpensive tricks that you can pick up at your favorite magic store. Sometimes you get those tricks and the instructions are just on a tiny little piece of typewritten paper and you have no idea how to do that trick. Don't throw that trick away. Don't put it in a box. Come back to Magic Channel Card Tricks and I will teach you how to use that trick as well. Or maybe you're not a beginner. Maybe you're not a beginner, but maybe you have a niece or a nephew or a little brother or sister that you could share this channel with them. This is a great, safe place, kid-friendly, where they can learn beginning level magic. Make sure you head on over to Magic Channel Card Tricks, give my videos a like, subscribe to that channel. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for being a part of Magic Orthodoxy.